So good morning, warm Shivratri festival to all. And we are here for the orientation program for guests, Vedic Healing and Vedanta Wisdom program. And let me welcome all the guests here. So welcome Yogesh. And welcome all the guests here and all the graduates who are here today and taking the busy time on a festival day. So I know it is tough. Many people have said that they will not be available today because of the festival celebration. So it's perfectly fine. So what I've decided, Amit ji, आपसे बात नहीं हुई मेरी. What I decided was maybe if more guests are likely to come, we will have a orientation even on the next Saturday and then start the program maybe in the first week of March. And tentatively, that was the date we had actually planned, right? First week of March. So in case there are more guests who are willing to join in, so we will have an orientation next Saturday also. We will see that later. All right. So first, let me welcome all the guests and all the graduates here for the program today. And let me promise you that today, whatever time and energy that you've taken out of your life to attend this program, I'm committed that you get full value out of it and you go back having been served completely, right? So whether you're a graduate or a guest, you are willing to put that time and energy in this program for 1.5 hours to see what this program can offer to your life. And I will promise you that whatever you get out of this program will be moving you in a particular direction and move you forward on the spiritual journey. That is what I'm committed to. And I'm also committed that I also get value out of this program, right? So all of us go back enriched and having added value to our life. So that is my first and the foremost commitment to all of you, right? Now, before we start the program, let me give a small introduction because there are people who may not know me at all, right? So I'm Shashi Dhar. I'm Reiki Master, life coach, corporate trainer, and my conscious spiritual journey started is somewhere in 1997. And that was when I attended a program and I got introduced to my Reiki Masters there. And my first tryst with the spiritual journey started actually with meeting my Reiki Master. So I started learning Reiki first. Then, of course, it changed my entire life. I started practicing yoga in the morning. So I became a yoga teacher, started practicing Reiki, and I became a Reiki 1, Reiki 2, Reiki 3 master's level. I did all that. Then I did many other programs in the spiritual journey, art of living, then yogic pranayama, meditation, and many other things I did. And the latest ones in consciousness. So access bars and many other programs which I learned that helped me, pranic healing, and many other things that I did. So possibly everything that came across me, that I came across in the spiritual domain, I did all that and I went on in my journey. And in the process, I transformed my journey, my life, all the areas of my life, I would say, starting from health, wealth, relationships, and the kind of life I was living in 1997. If I look back, it really looks like a nightmare. And having come out of that, and now in a position where I can guide people how to move along in life and to transform their life, it seems a real magical and wonderful journey for me. So after the lockdown happened, my corporate training and everything came to a halt. So I went full-fledged into my spiritual healing. And that was actually a blessing in disguise, I would say. That was the most important part of my spiritual journey. And then I went on to a absolutely different dimension, which opened up for me. And my healings became very powerful. And I started learning this magical healing of Vedic healing and Vedanta wisdom, which I designed this program. And online programs were the only thing that was happening that time. So I started my Wednesday programs and I started my online programs in weekends. And that is what I would love to do for the rest of my life and also for all the lifetimes to come, right? So that is a kind of commitment and value I've seen in this program. And that is what I wanted to share with my guests. And I think this is the 7th or the 8th batch of Vedic healing and Vedanta wisdom that I'm doing now. And many people have attended this and made a huge contribution in their own life. And we are also making a huge contribution to people in our life. So that is what my journey is in short and crisp journey, but very eventful, I would say. And that always brings a cheer on my face when I see people are getting transforming their life and with the spiritual healing that I do, and now I learn and teach Vedic healing and Vedanta wisdom. I preach and I practice Vedic healing and Vedanta wisdom. I eat, drink, and sleep only this Vedic healing and Vedanta wisdom. So that's what I do for my life. Okay. So that's a bit of a small, eventful introduction about me. And now let me throw this discussion to the group. Any question you have, anything about this program, anything about me, anything about any curiosity, anything that is coming up to you in right now, you can ask the question and I will address that question to the best of my knowledge and ability. After that, how the plan is for the schedule is for the today program is that I have a small presentation. I will take you through that small presentation so that you understand more about what the program can offer to you and what the program contents are. And then, of course, if you have any kind of question, we will continue the discussion further. So I will stop for a few minutes and give you an opportunity to ask any kind of question that is coming through in your mind. So anybody who would like to ask any question, please go ahead.
Sir, I have to say something.
Yes,
I was also attached with Art of Living and then Buddhism, like Jyoti ji said. Everywhere. I also tried everywhere. But I was not much attached to any. मुझे वो मतलब मेरी soul satisfaction नहीं हो रही थी कहीं पर भी. And then Amit met me in some group and he suggested me you should go for Shashi Dhar. And मैंने कल चलो ये भी try करके देख लेते हैं एक बारी.
Yes.
So then I got attached to you, I think last year or maybe last to last year. I don't remember now. It's been 2 years
about,
now.
Yeah, it's about 1.5 years, right?
2.5 years. So I do run away from you also sometimes. But again, something is there, some magnetic pull is there. I again come back and again go because खुद की healing से ही ऐसे लगता है कि जैसे डर लग रहा था मुझे. But now I think that I am getting healed. I am almost healed. And I'm really thankful to you. I'm very happy. I do dip down, but then again I call up, yes sir, ऐसे हुआ वैसे हुआ, like a big brother or a guru or anything you can. There is nothing in the name, but yes, I am really grateful to you.
Thank you, Gunjanji, and thank you for that wonderful sharing. And let me just share that with all the participants that she has been the most volatile of all the participants. As she rightly said, she goes missing in one of the program, in one of the sessions. She will not attend. She will be missing, and then I will have to hunt her down. Kangai. But anyway, she's really committed to being a healer, and healing is an ongoing process. As long as you are breathing, you should be healing. That's what I say, right?
And I'm really grateful to Amit
there is a
also.
healer.
Amit, I'm really thank you. मुझे शशि सर से मिलवाने के लिए I'm really thankful to you too. So the source
you are only
also
meeting yourself. You're only meeting yourself. I'm just a medium. I'm nothing but a medium. You are meeting your divine in you, and that's what the program is all about, right? We are meeting the divine in us. You are invoking the divine in you. Healer is already there in you. I'm just removing the non-healer part of you so that the healer comes out. That's it. Okay.
I was super excited for today, sir.
Hello.
I was super excited for today. I told everybody I'll be a graduate today. So congratulate me in future.
Yes.
In advance.
Yes.
So I'm very excited today. Yes.
Very good. In fact, most of the other participants are busy, so that's why she is possibly the only one who is from the current batch. She is there, of course. Amitji and Sanjay are also there. They are graduates, so they have done the program before. But the current batch, the newly made graduates who are supposed to be today. So Gunjanji is one of them. So acknowledgement to Gunjanji. Good job.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much for being there and allowing me to coach you. I would say that, right? So that you can get the divinity out of you. Yes, Yogesh, you had raised your hand. You wanted to ask something? Please go ahead.
नमस्कार सर, हैप्पी शिवरात्रि। मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
सर मेरा एक क्वेरी थी एक्चुअली लाइफ में ना, लाइक एक चीज से बड़ा इरिटेट या कहते हैं लो फील कर रहा हूँ मैं कि मेरा ना जैसे पब्लिक डीलिंग का काम है, आई एम इनटू इंश्योरेंस। तो एक्सपेक्टेशन में कई बार हम खरे नहीं उतर पाते, तो देन डिप्रेस फील करता हूँ, या कभी अच्छा, क्योंकि मैं भी एक सिस्टम का पार्ट हूँ और आगे से कई बार एक्सपेक्टेशन पे हम खरे नहीं उतर पाते। तो उसको कैसे हैंडल करा जाए, क्योंकि लाइक जैसे अभी किसी ने मेरे को कोई क्लेम के लिए दिया, मैंने भी दिया, बट कई बार वो थोड़ा लेट हो जाता है या कुछ प्रॉब्लम आ जाती है लाइफ में, बट वो डिप्रेसिंग होता है काफी। तो उसको कैसे हैंडल करते हैं इन हीलिंग पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, जो हमारा ये वर्कशॉप है।
Great, wonderful, wonderful, Yogesh ji. I think you have asked a very valid question. How many of us have gone through this kind of scenario in life? Expectations are not matching. Either we are not matching to our expectations, or we are not matching to other people's
आई ट्राई
expectations.
माई बेस्ट, बट फिर भी क्या होता है, क्योंकि हम किसी और एक सिस्टम के साथ जुड़े हुए हैं और उनसे हम वो पूरा करवाना चाहते हैं, वही कर सकते हैं, बट वहाँ कहीं ना कहीं पता चलता है कि दूसरों का वो लेवल नहीं है, और वो उसमें एक रूटीन में चलते हैं या कुछ भी है, उनका माइंड लेवल या जो भी, वो तो डिवाइन हेल्थ वाले उस प्रोग्राम में नहीं जुड़े होंगे या उस हिसाब से नहीं ट्रीट कर रहे हैं। ठीक है, हम समझते हैं उनका वो लेवल नहीं है, बट फिर भी मतलब कहीं ना कहीं हमें भी परेशानी होती है, क्योंकि हमारे थ्रू जो जुड़ा हुआ है उसको परेशानी नहीं होनी चाहिए।
Right. Yogesh ji, I would say you are at the right place at the right time. That's all I would say right now. So when I go through the presentation, most likely you will get your answer there. Otherwise, I will handle this question in the QA session which follows my presentation, right? Because what you have said is absolutely right. बाहर की दुनिया कौन सी होती है? वस्तु, व्यक्ति और परिस्थिति। इसमें इनकी जो एक्सपेक्टेशंस होती हैं, या आपकी उनसे जो एक्सपेक्टेशंस है, या उनकी जो आपसे एक्सपेक्टेशंस है, वो कभी भी पूरी नहीं होगी। लेट मी टेल यू दैट, कभी भी पूरी नहीं होंगी। तो ऐसी सिचुएशन में आपको लाइफ पावरफुली कैसे जीना है, दैट इज व्हाट दिस प्रोग्राम विल गिव यू। Given whatever is the situation, you are not changing the situation, but how can you live in that situation with full power, freedom and peace? So how would that be? Look into your life and see that way, कि अगर ऐसा हो जाए लाइफ में तो कैसा होगा। That is what my answer to you will be right now. Meanwhile, we will go through that presentation, and after that I will ask you whether you got the answer or not. Otherwise, we will have a discussion on this, right? Welcome. Let's acknowledge Yogesh ji for that. Okay, good. Yes, Samitji, you raised your hand. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to kind of welcome 3 new people, Mr. Surendra Kalra ji, Mr. C.A. Shinde ji, and I do not know Uma's iPhone. I think Mr. Kalra, I think you're from GGA, Gorgon Avenue. And Mr. Shinde, I know he's very active and he's a part of PYP community. And he's done a lot of...
Welcome, Surendra Kalra ji and Shinde ji. Welcome. If you're comfortable, you can switch on your video, and if you want to share something about yourself, please go ahead. Otherwise, it is absolutely fine, whichever way you want to participate.
Mr. Kalra, so Mr. Kalra, you're from GGA?
Yes, I am the same guy.
Okay, hi, nice to see you here. Thank you very much for joining.
Welcome.
He's my neighbor. Yeah, met him a couple of times. Yeah.
Perfect. Very good.
Thank you very much for joining, Mr. Kalra. And
Sure.
Shinde sir, over to you.
Thank you. I am enjoying the talk.
Yeah, thank you. So he's been very active with Hitesh ji and done some social work in the region. I don't know what's story about this.
Thank you.
Welcome Shinde ji and welcome Kalra ji. And Uma's iPhone कौन है ये, अगर बता पाएंगे, अगर आप कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं। I'm not able to connect. Uma ji, Uma's iPhone जी कौन है? हमें जी आपने इनवाइट किया?
I don't know who's she.
Okay,
one of my buas, his name is Uma. She's spiritual, and I did message in the family group also.
I have a vague idea. Could be one of my guests, but I'm not sure. So
Okay.
let them come in, then we will see.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe
Alright.
we can start with.
Meanwhile, any other question from anyone else who would like to ask any question? Santosh ji, you have a big question mark on your face. Anything you want to ask me right now, or you want to reserve your question later on?
आपने रेकी के बारे में बात किया था ना, so what exactly is this रेकी and how is this going to be helpful?
Okay, good. So when we talk of spiritual healing, there are many modalities of spiritual healing, and each modality will use some different kind of symbols, right? So Reiki is also a spiritual healing, where the symbols used are the Reiki symbols, which are unique. Okay. When we talk of Vedic healing and Vedanta wisdom, we are talking of a symbol which is Om. Okay. So that is the only difference. In Reiki, we use all the healing modalities and all the healing processes are based on various Reiki symbols. Whereas in Vedic healing and Vedanta wisdom, we will be talking of only one symbol and its multifaceted dimensions that we are going to use in different modalities. But we are going to use only one symbol, which is Om. And Om, as we know, is the highest vibration of this universe, right? The whole universe has been created out of this vibration of Om. So we are going to use that power of Om symbol and use different modalities of Vedic healing to heal our life. So the power which has created the whole universe, we are going to channelize that power into creating and recreating our own life. And we will be impacting that in all the major areas of life. So it could be health, wealth, relationship, physical level, mental level, emotional level, spiritual level, financial level, karmic level. So any level that you think of, it can impact your life. So that is what the promise of the program is, right? So is that answer good enough for you right now? Good, very good. Okay. Yes, anyone else who has any kind of question or कोई सवाल पूछना चाह रहे हैं? And I hope everybody is comfortable with English, huh? Yeah. Good. Okay. किसी का कोई सवाल और? Any other question? राजेश जी आप कोई सवाल पूछना चाह रहे हैं? So you can either, if you are not comfortable speaking, you can write down. You can chat message डाल सकते हैं आप. Yeah. Okay, good. So if everybody is comfortable, what I will do is I will quickly take you through a small presentation. So that will give you an idea of what the program is, what you can expect from the program, right? And possibly it will open up some new dimensions of thinking and you could come out with new questions, right? Everybody okay with that? All right. So let me share a small presentation which I prepared. The Divine Healing Valley invites you for a orientation program for guests. This is Vedic healing and Vedanta wisdom. And those who know me, I am Shashi Dhar, corporate trainer, life coach, Reiki Master, and spiritual healer. To give you an overview of what is Vedic healing and Vedanta wisdom program going to offer you. So first, I'm going to talk of Vedic healing. First 7 sessions of this program. This is a 15 sessions program. So the first 7 sessions of the program, we will be first looking at the power and magic of Vedic healing. So you'll be talking of different modalities of healing and how we are going to learn the new techniques and the modalities, because this is some skill part. So we will be learning this Vedic healing modalities, and what is the promise out of it? You will be experiencing a profound, very deep connection with the divine spiritual healing energy. And I often say that inborn within you is a healer who is waiting to be unleashed. There is a healer already there in you. At the soul level, you are all a healer. So this program is going to unleash that healer within you. Okay, so you will experience a very profound connection with the divine that is in you and the divine spiritual healing energy. You will get that continuous 24 hours connection with the divine healing energy. Okay, and with that connection, you will be practicing holistic healing techniques to heal yourself as well as heal all the people in your life. So you will have an ability and the skill to do all that. Not only heal yourself, but to heal all the people in your life who are requesting you for healing. Right? And when we say holistic, I hope that is clear to everybody. Holistic is the complete, whole, complete and perfect part of life, which means it will impact you all the areas of life. Like I said before, it would impact you in the area of health. It will impact you in the area of wealth. It will impact you in the area of relationships. And these are the key areas of our life, right? And if you want to further differentiate it, you will physical level, mental, emotional, spiritual, karmic, and financial. So these are the aspects of our life which we are really stuck in many ways. So you will get to learn techniques, and these are holistic in nature, which will help you to heal all the aspects of your life. Not only your life, but for all the people in your life. So it could be your family, it could be your colleagues, it could be your neighbors, it could be your relatives. Anyone and everyone who is asking for healing from you will be impacted by your healing. So that is the promise, right? Of course, there will be a lot of wisdom which is coming to you from Patanjali Yoga Sutra. So we will be talking of that. And of course, we will have a dedicated 7 sessions program on the Vedanta wisdom. And Vedanta, as we all know, Advaita Vedanta is the branch of Vedanta that we'll be talking of. And we talk of the highest wisdom, the highest Gyan Yoga wisdom, which is available to you. So you will be learning a lot of wisdom from there, right? And of course, the techniques that you learn, it is not something that you are going to, like we have learned many things in school. So it's not something that you're going to learn and forget, or learn and, completely go out of touch. No, these are practical, powerful techniques. And this will be enhancing your spiritual growth ongoing in your life, which means once you learn it, it is like breathing. And every time you are breathing, you will have the ability and the skill to heal yourself. So it is never, you are not going to forget it. You're not going to take extra time to do it. As long as you can think and as long as you can breathe, you will be able to continue with the healing modalities. So you will always be in practice of this healing. So that is the promise of this program. Because many times I've heard people saying that I don't get time for healing. And I'm sure once I close the presentation and ask you, all the hands will be raised. Yes, time is a big constraint. I don't have time to do chanting. I don't have time to do meditation. I don't have time to do healing, right? So we will find out ways how you can be healing yourself even when you're sleeping, right? So there was a time ki kami nahi hogi. That is what my promise is, right? Okay, moving on. Let's also look at the power and magic of the Vedanta wisdom. And as I said, we are talking of Advaita Vedanta, and the wisdom is the highest of the Gyan Yoga. So what are the benefits which participants have reported after doing the program? Okay, so you will be generating insights by Swadhyay. Swadhyay is introspection, self-analysis, to transform all the areas of your life. So first thing that we are going to do is we are not going to look at others' life. We are going to look at our life. तो हम बाहर की दुनिया पे फोकस नहीं करेंगे. बाहर की दुनिया मतलब वस्तु, व्यक्ति, परिस्थिति, इस पे हम फोकस नहीं करेंगे. इनसे इंफॉर्मेशन लेंगे सिर्फ, पर हमारा फोकस वहां नहीं होगा. एरिया ऑफ फोकस हमारा कहाँ है? अंदर की दुनिया. तो ये बाहर की दुनिया में वस्तु, व्यक्ति, परिस्थिति है. अंदर की दुनिया में क्या है? मन, बुद्धि, चित्त, अहंकार. So these are the 4 levels of existence that we have inside us. So we're going to do Swadhyay and look into our inside world. Man, buddhi, chit, ahankar, ego, emotion, intellect, and memory, you can say. Right? And you're going to do a lot of self-surgery and remove all the viruses from your inside world. That is what the program is all about. So when we are doing this, what will happen? You will unveil different layers of obstacles to move forward in not only in your materialistic world, but also in your spiritual world. So you will identify the obstacles that are coming up in your life, and you will be easily able to unveil them. And when you unveil them, you will actually realize that it is like unveiling the layers of onion. Onion ke layers ko hum unveil karte hain, like that. So there are layers and layers and layers of obstacles which will come up, and you will unveil them, you will recognize them, move through them, and you will move forward in your materialistic world as well as in the spiritual world, right? And very important thing here, point number 3, you will understand and realize the real nature of God within you, and you will transcend the levels of existence. So what are the kind of levels of existence where we live our life, and what is the real nature of God? So you will get a complete right understanding and the highest understanding, highest wisdom, and that will help you to connect with the divine in a way which has not been possible till now. So that is the promise of this program. And of course, you will get an access to live life powerfully, live life ongoingly with power, freedom, and joy. And I'm sure all of us want this as our birthright, right? So that is the promise of this program. So in short, you will stay positive, you will stay focused, and you will stay strong, whatever be the situations in your life. Moving on. In every healing techniques, or in every healing, you can say, whether it is pranic healing, Reiki healing, karmic healing, quantum healing, cosmic healing, or our Vedic healing, there are symbols which we use. Like I said before, the foundation for the Vedic healing and the Vedanta wisdom is the Om mantra. So this is what we are going to, this is going to be our foundation. This is going to be like the ABCD of the English language, right? This is going to be the 0 to 9 of the mathematics. So that is the kind of building block we have. So our whole program is based on the building block of Om. So we're going to look at this in a big way. We're going to use different modalities of this Om mantra and heal ourselves in a way which was not possible before, or which we were not aware of it before. Just to give you a small dose of what understanding of Om means, one simple understanding I will tell you, which is available in the slide itself. The Om mantra, which is the Bij mantra of the whole creation of the universe, is based on 3 syllables. It's called A, U, Am. All of us must be aware of it, right? The A symbol denotes the waking world, Jagrat Avastha. The U word is looking at the Swapna state or the dream state. And Am state is the Sushupti or the dreamless state. Okay. So we are living our life in 3 aspects of our existence. One is waking state, dream state, and dreamless state. And these 3 are symbolized by the A, U, Am. Now, when we chant Om, what happens is we can break through the shackles of the illusion and get to know the real truth of our real nature, which is called the Turiya state. So when we chant Om and we sit in the silence, we get an access to our real nature. So I will restrict my discussion only to this much as of now, but we will look into it in details in the program. In fact, 2 of the sessions are devoted completely for the modalities of Om and understanding of this Om mantra, right? So I think we will leave this discussion at here right now and move on. What are the kind of benefits that participants have reported after doing the program? So these are like the, like you can say the bullet points, or you can say the complete summarization of all the benefits that people have reported. Freedom from desires, very, very profound and very, very, you can say, important for all the people. In technology, in technical terms, we would say transcend karma. So karma is desires. Freedom from desires. Now, when we talk of freedom from desires, people feel that they have to kill their desires, or they have to, desires are bad. It's not like that. What we are saying here is you will be fulfilling all your desires. You will be manifesting all your desires, and you will be free from the desires. So just imagine what would be the kind of life that you would be living. If you can fulfill all your desires without any guilt, without any loss of expectations, you are enjoying your life, you are fulfilling your desires, and you are free from the desires. So you will actually transcend. Transcend is the word here. You will be transcending all your desires. You will be transcending karma, right? So think, how would your life be if this is possible? Second, very important thing, freedom from suffering. Dukkha. All of us have sufferings in life, right? World is full of suffering, Buddha would say, right? So suffering is something which we think is normal. But here in this program, you will find that you can be free from suffering. You can be free from your suffering and misery. Of course, pain is something which is inevitable, but suffering and misery is an option. That's what you will realize. and you will be completely free from suffering and misery, right? And this is huge when it comes to as a realization in your practical life. Then you will understand the implication of this benefit. And this is, in fact, I would say all the participants have experienced this at different levels. And that is the promise of this program. Okay. And third, of course, we are talking of the highest level of Gyan Yoga. Santoshi, आपको थोड़ा सा wait करना पड़ेगा. Once I am through with the presentation, I will take your question. Yeah. And the third benefit that we are going to talk is, we are talking of the highest level of Gyan Yoga, so Brahma Gyan. And when you get the Brahma Gyan, you are free from the body consciousness and you are moving towards the soul consciousness. So in a way, you will get freedom from the fear of death, which means you are getting free from the body consciousness level and moving to the soul consciousness level. So you will be living every moment of your life from the soul consciousness. So imagine that is the kind of life that we are promising you after these programs, right? Moving on. Now, this is for you as a healer. What will be the benefits that you can provide to the participants? I mean, to the people in your life, not the participants, people who are participating in your life. That means your family, immediate family, your friends, your neighbors, your relatives, people at your workplace, maybe colleagues. And if you are into a training profession, or maybe if you are in an insurance career, so maybe your clients, maybe your bosses, right? These are the benefits that you can create for them. Resolving past issues. When we say past issues, we are talking of resolving issues of your past lives as well as the past of the present life, not only for yourself but for others. Freedom from stress. Nowadays, even kids of 5 years old, they're talking of stress, anxiety, panic attack, worry. Yeah, could be the board exams, could be anything, any aspect of life. People are experiencing stress. So imagine a life if you can get freedom from stress for yourself as well as others. How would your life be? Right. Transforming self-image. This is a big thing. How you are living your life is a very direct outcome of what is your self-image. So if you can transform your self-image, and if you can transform the self-image of people who really matter to you, your quality of life will be absolutely magical. I promise you that. And of course, recovery from illness, though this is coming as the last benefit, but this is most important. And if you see this in the context of the pandemic, the COVID that struck us, so going back into the bad and the sad memories of the pandemic, recovery from illness, raising your immunity level, and living a life where you are free from all the diseases and illness and ailments. Think of that. So these are small benefits, but these are phenomenal, and they affect our life in a very big way. So that is what the promise of the program is. So these are the kind of benefits you can create and manifest for yourself as well as others, right? And of course, these are some of the punchlines which I have often advertised, right? Disease cannot survive in a body of light. So if you are a healer, if you are a spiritual healer, and if you are connected with the divine light will be, your body will be full of divine light, and it will not only remove your karmic blocks, it will remove all the diseases and ailments. Okay. And you can be free from depression, anxiety. You can be free from your habitual patterns. You can help people who are running through the bad habits, you can say, smoking, alcohol, drugs, whatever. It can create magic and miracles in the area of relationships by creating love, happiness, and joy. And of course, distance, we have two modalities. I forgot to tell you that. We have two different modalities, touch healing and distance healing. So both are magical in their own way, and distance spiritual healing for magical results in all areas of your life as well as in the life of all the important people in your life, or all the people who are requesting you for life, for healing, right? So that is the benefits of these healing modalities that you're going to learn in this program. So I'll take the questions just after the presentation. Thank you for your time. I'll stop the presentation now and ready for some question answers. All right, welcome back. So let me first welcome the people who have just joined in after that possibly. So Umaji, once again, welcome. Anupam Mishraji, welcome. And yes, so anyone who would like to ask any question, please raise your hand and go ahead. Santoshi, you had raised your hand in between, so I'll give you the first turn. If you want to ask any question, please go ahead.
So you have mentioned that at different levels, the healing will be done different ways, and the people will be cured at different levels. So what do we mean by different levels?
No, healing modalities you will learn, and you will be healing healing yourself and others with these modalities. And the benefits you will be getting are different levels. That's all I said. Okay. It's not that you will get one level of benefit and then second level of benefit and third level of benefit. No. Whatever is required for you at that time, you will get that benefit. That is how the healing works. Okay. So you will learn many modalities. As you practice them, you will start getting benefits in your life.
No, I am actually not sure about what is this term by level. Can you just explain if you don't mind?
Level of what? Level of existence. When I talk of levels, I'm talking of level of existence. Okay. So, is that what you mean? Level of existence? Hello?
Yes.
Santoshi, you are asking some question.
Yeah, so different levels you have mentioned. No? So I was
talking of different levels of existence. Is that your question?
Yes.
Yeah. So when we talk of existence, as a human being, we are a triune being. Yes. So we exist in the level of body, we exist in the level of mind, we exist at the level of soul. Right?
Yes.
So that is one level of existence. Second level of existence, of course, we also do it. There are different ways how we are looking at our level of existence. So one level of existence is the level of being. Second level of existence is at the level of doing. Third level of existence is at the level of having. Okay. So there are different levels of existence, how we exist in our life. That is what I meant. And you can impact all these. Okay. So right now I will not go into further detail, but did I answer your question? Okay. You're given a thumbs up. That's fine. So that answers your question, right? Okay. Welcome. That's fine. Let's acknowledge Santoshi for that. All right. Anyone else who has any kind of question? Anything that you want to ask regarding the program, regarding the presentation, or any other question that you have in general? कौन पूछना चाहेंगे? Anupam Mishra ji, if you are okay, you can introduce yourself and ask any question if you have. Okay. No other questions. So I hope my presentation was very clear. Huh? Everybody got the meaning of it. Okay, Anupam ji, that's fine. You're on train. That's fine. So you can mention that in the chat if you have any kind of question. We will address that. Okay. Carry on. Okay. So if there are no more questions, what I would request is I will request my graduates who have done the program and whatever benefits they have got, if they would like to share that, so that it gives some more clarity to the participants, right? And it quite open up some questions from their end. So who would like to go? Who would like to go and share? Though our participants are very less today. Yeah. Yes, Gunjanji is already ready with the raised hand. Okay, go ahead, Gunjanji.
So yesterday I did some distance healing for somebody, and he was a student. He's just 17 years old, and his focus was more into girls rather than on his exams. So पहले तो उसको मोटा लेक्चर मिला मेरी तरफ से कि बेटे पहले पढ़ ले, उसके बाद ये सब कुछ कर लेना, बिकॉज एंड देन उसको गुस्सा भी आया कि आंटी आप मुझे डांट रहे हो. मैंने कहा नो, दिस इज द राइट वे. You know, when you will turn 22, 23, then you go after girls. Then उसने मेरे से पूछा कि what should I do about it? I said I can do the healing for you. And मैंने उसको सिर्फ इतना ही बोला, you just concentrate on here, on your forehead.
So
And
don't tell the process. Don't tell the process. You
no,
simply
I just told him to focus on his forehead, and I did the healing for him. And after that he said, मुझे अब नींद आ रही है. मैंने कहा अब तू सो जा, 1 घंटे के बाद जब उठेगा तो तुझे अकल आ जाएगी. तुझे क्या करना है.
okay. All right, good job, Kunjanji. So
Thank you so much, sir.
without having turned a graduate, you have started healing people and you're getting good results, right? Very good, very
Yes.
good. Yeah.
Yes.
But just let me caution you a bit. Initially,
Yes.
you cannot talk the same kind of language which I talk with you. Okay, people will run away. तो
Yes, sir.
तो थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखिएगा. थोड़ा
जी,
सा
sir.
रैपो बनाने के बाद you can have a tough language with them, because you
Yes,
have to understand 17-year-old is a teenager right now. हाँ,
yes,
तो
I
थोड़ा
can
सा
understand, but वो थोड़ा वो माँ जाग जाती है, क्योंकि मेरा भी एक बेटा है ना. तो अगर वो ऐसी बात करेगा तो मुझे गुस्सा आ गया. कहता मुझे कभी किसी ने ऐसे डांटा नहीं. तो मैंने कहा कोई बात नहीं, डांट भी कभी कभी पड़नी
that's
चाहिए.
fine, that's fine. But the idea is that yes, you are at least started healing
Yes.
people, and you're talking of healing people who are not in your known circle of influence. ये तो बाहर के
Yes.
लोग हैं जिनको शायद आप पहले जानते भी नहीं थे, right? So you're
Yes, sir.
doing absolutely wonderful job. Let me tell you that.
People, they need ears also. Nobody is there to listen to them. So I give them my
Yes.
ears. I listen to their problems, and I tell them that you can heal yourself. You can be that strong enough that you can heal your problems on your own. You don't even need a healer.
Yeah.
So I tell them, some people do take healings, and I am healing them. But sometimes my own energy gets drained out. So then I have to chant.
Don't use the wrong language. A
Okay,
healer is
sir.
always connecting with the divine. It is the divine energy which is healing. You are not doing
Okay,
any
sir.
healing. कर्तापन मत
Okay.
लाओ उसमें, है
ठीक
ना?
है सर.
कर्तापन
ठीक है.
लाओगे तो फिर थक जाओगे, फिर परेशान
ठीक
होंगे,
है.
फिर उनकी
ठीक
एनर्जी
है.
आप पकड़ लोगे. कर्तापन में बिल्कुल नहीं आना है. Just to
ठीक है.
explain to our guest what I mean by this is, when a healer is healing, he is healing with the divine energy. Shashi Dhar has no power to heal anyone, but the divine energy to whom I am connecting, that flows through me, and I am a channel. That is why Reiki channel also, we never say that I'm a Reiki master or anything. We say, oh, we are a Reiki channel. The Reiki energy is flowing through us. So here the divine Vedic healing and the divine energies of love and light and wisdom. Okay, that is how the divine flows through you. So it will be divine love, it could be divine light, it could be divine wisdom. So it flows through you, and then that healing and that energy is healing. So Shashi Dhar doesn't heal anyone. It is the divine energy flowing through me which heals everyone. So there is no kartapan here. Okay. So the results are always with the divine. That's why we always say divine magic be done. It's not Shashi's will be done. It is divine will be done. Okay. So it is the divine who is healing. And that is why the connection with the divine is so important for you to create magic and miracles. Otherwise, you will produce only ordinary results. If you want to provide magical results to yourself and others, connect with the divine and be very clear with full surrender to the divine. The divine will flow through you and heal the other person and heal you. Okay? So Gunjan ji, good job done. But just keep that in mind. Kartapan nahi
Yes.
lana chahiye.
जी सर. जी सर.
Yes. Very good. Very good. Yes. So that is our freshly graduated healer on the move. Very good. Yes. Anyone else who would like to ask any question, or anyone else who want to share? Please go ahead. किसी को सवाल पूछना है? No raised hand. Okay. So who would like to go to share about the benefits? Amit ji, ready for it?
Sanjay ji.
Sanjay. Toss up between Sanjay and Amit. कौन बोलेंगे?
Okay, so I'll go. I'm already on mute, not on mute.
Okay.
So hi everyone, and thank you very much for joining people who came to join this orientation session this time. Udaychan ji, Surinder ji, Uma ji is my bua, and Rajat ji is in PYP group. Yogesh ji is my BNI colleague. So I have done this course under Shashi sir twice. Earlier it was Vedanta, and then it was healing, and then I did a combination of both. Sort of from 7 weeks, another 7 weeks, 15 weeks. So first 7 weeks were about healing, how to practice Vedic healing for ourselves and also to do it for others. And this the later 7 weekends or Saturdays were focused on the Vedanta wisdom, which teaches whatever it teaches. So in the first 7 sessions, uh, I learned a lot about how to heal my own self through touch techniques and also healing others through distance techniques. And it was not just purely Reiki healing technique, but also combination of other things, which technically I'm not able to kind of explain. But I healed myself of some small challenges at the body level that I had. For example, my what corns on the sole, on the feet, and I could get some benefit out of it when. And I got also knew that I was not doing the best of the healing for myself, but after I individually spoke to him and did my online studies also, I could heal that situation, and which completely got over in the month of December. The other 7 sessions which spoke about and focused on the Vedanta, it has been a very close thing to my own soul that I've been having calling that the divine is not outside, but we all can experience the divine within us. So my favorite statement, which a lot of people know also, we are gods with amnesia. Though it's not my own statement, but I read it and I started practicing it and using it, displaying it everywhere in the last 3 years. And on the top of it, this Vedanta course kind of worked as a nail in the coffin, which made me and realized 2 things, that not only me, but not only like Aham Brahmasmi, but Sarvam Brahmasmi, where every time when I was even thinking about the Vedanta session, it made me realize that everybody has got a divine in themselves. We are all one. At the same time, understanding clearly that nobody is comparable. You are you, I am me. And it also does not mean that you are equal to me and I'm equal to you. It also means that we are unique, and we have our unique individual journeys. And it could be any time of this lifetime where we can have this realization that we can use this divine in us as a channel or empty vessel to pass on this light and enlighten people, either with the objective of healing or to bring certain other additional spiritual awakening in people that we're interacting with. So very impressive Vedanta. One line of it that I would like to leave with. I got an example of how to tell others and also myself that how can we differentiate soul from body and mind. So one of the very impressive story which says, "Kya ye sach ya wo sach." So it's a very long story, but obviously I will not talk about this right now, which made me realize that there is an existence of soul and consciousness, and the logical and the scientific world today continues to focus on the body and mind. For body, we have physical gym trainers. For mind, we have teachers and parents and other mind coaches. But there is something which is stronger, which can actually use body and mind a lot more efficiently, is soul. And this Vedanta session and the course makes you identify what is soul, go for it, and start using that soul in our day-to-day transactions. That's what I think.
Wonderful, wonderful, Amiji. Great sharing.
Thank you.
A lot of wisdom, and I hope you guys have connected with it, right? Okay, great. So just to add a little bit about what Amiji was saying, when we talk of Vedanta wisdom, so traditionally Vedanta has always been taught in Gurukuls, right? So there is a guru or a sitting on in front of a group of sadhaks or shishyas, and the methodology was always in the form of a story, right? So though we are on the Zoom platform, but the methodology will still remain the same. Like, we will be talking about a lot of stories. So how many of us have connected with the Vedanta wisdom just because of the stories? Raise your hand. We remember the story and we know the wisdom. It's as simple as that. And stories are always good. हमको अभी भी अपनी नानी और दादा दादी की कहानियां याद है ना, तो कहानियों से हमारी wisdom बड़ी clearly entrench होती है. And that is the beauty of this program. So I picked up the same methodology where, it is very easy to remember a story and then to get the wisdom and then to get that wisdom into our life. So the technical word of this, the whole process of learning is called Shravan, Manan, and Nididhyasana. Shravan is listening. Manan is contemplating, understanding, right? And Nididhyasana is practicing into your life. So every session is like, 1 week of 1 week time is there in between. That is where you do you will listen whatever you have to listen in the program, but then you will understand मनन, चिंतन मनन करोगे, उसके बाद निधिध्यासना करोगे, practice करोगे उसे life में, and then when you see that it is happening in your life, then you get the wisdom. So the more you practice that wisdom, the more the wisdom will give you benefits. So that is how the program goes. Even the practices of Vedic healing and even the wisdom of Vedanta wisdom. So they both go together, and together it becomes a great combination to transform your life. So that is what Amit ji has shared in short, what he has got out of the program. So he got physical benefits in the form of, he is suffering from some problem of corns in the feet. So that immediately came up, and we had a lot of clarity in his mind. So body level pe, mind level pe hoga, but the power that is coming is because of the soul power. So you know that you are divine, you are at the soul level, you are divine, and that is what gives you the power to heal yourself and others. So that is the connection that I wanted to just highlight. So thank you, Amit ji. Great sharing, very good. Okay, any other question that has cropped up in between? Okay, Santoshi is acknowledging. Anyone else who has any kind of questions, if you want to ask?
Let's just also share his experiences of having done this course.
Yeah. Sanjay will come to it. But meanwhile, I just thought if somebody has come up with a question. No more questions. Okay, fine. So we'll come to the questions later on. So yes, Sanjay, go ahead.
Thank you, everyone. Amit ji, I wanted you to go first since you have a lot of guests today. So wanted you to go ahead with that. Thanks. Thank you, Shashi ji, and thanks, Gunjan, for being my companions in the last 14 weeks or 16 weeks of journey as the course stands. A very warm welcome to all the participants. सबसे पहले तो मतलब मैं आपको अभिनंदन करना चाहूंगा आज के पावन पर्व पर जो कि महाशिवरात्रि का है. महाशिवरात्रि का, I mean, for me, Lord Shiva is always associated with the third eye. इस दिन का तीसरा नेत्र है, और ये बड़ी खुशी की बात है कि आज भी आपने तीसरे नेत्र को जागृत करने के लिए, which is associated with the ज्ञान इकट्ठा करने के लिए आपने पहला कदम उठाया है. So I think that's a very important thing, chosen on a very right auspicious moment. So I think that more important point is कि आपके अंदर इच्छा शक्ति जागी है, and you want to give your current life a transformation, right? You want to change it from the present one. So which is very, very good. शशि जी, गुंजन जी और अमित जी ने ऑलरेडी कवर कर दिया है काफी कि कोर्स में आपको क्या मिलेगा. मैं इसको अपने ढंग से जो मेरे को बेनिफिट्स मिले हैं, जैसे मेरे को ये एक्सपीरियंस हुआ है, मैं आपको बताता हूँ.
Sorry, I want to introduce you to the rest of the team. So Sanjay ji heads a very senior position in corporate based in Singapore or Hong Kong. He runs a business and manages people, and not still now, but then started to use Vedanta in his day-to-day business also. So this is for the rest of the people to introduce that for who is he. Over back to you.
Thanks Amit ji. हाँ, मैं शायद अकेला पार्टिसिपेंट होऊंगा जो कि इंडिया के बाहर सिंगापुर से बोल रहा हूँ इस समय. थैंक्स अमित जी. So योगेश जी, मैं आपने जैसे ही ओपनिंग में बोला कि you are getting depressed or not so happy because of the inefficiencies of the other department, and all that is coming and piling on to you, right? Because the client experience is not so good. I can perfectly relate to it, very much, because I am a sales guy, okay, who is selling a lot of stuff, interacting with the clients internally in my organization and externally outside with the world. And it's my favorite line कि internal वाले लोग ज़्यादा मुश्किल हैं, external वाले लोग ज़्यादा आसान हैं. So I can absolutely reciprocate, and this is something which जो हम daily routine में कहीं ना कहीं face कर रहे हैं. तो मैं इसको 3 कैटेगरी में करता हूँ. शशि भी आपको उसी में ही बताएंगे. सबसे पहले wealth creation. Obviously, we are all in our job, daily life, interacting with outside. So in that routine, we are facing, of course, depression, guilt, maybe embarrassment, and also negative energy. So every day we are taking by heaps and bounds. दूसरा हो सकता है possible is the relationship, and it could be any relationship. मैं आपकी कल्पना पे छोड़ता हूँ कौन कौन से relationship है, और वो भी शायद सही नहीं जा रहे हो, सो उसके कारण भी यही नेगेटिव फीलिंग्स आपके यहाँ आ सकती हैं। तीसरा ऑब्वियसली हेल्थ, आई थिंक वो सब हमने डिस्कस कर लिया है। सम ऑफ द फैमिली मेंबर और सम ऑफ द क्लोज लव्ड वंस मे नॉट बी सो हेल्दी एंड यू आर worried about it, because of which again you are going through negative feeling. So I think negative feelings, मैं इस समय यही कहूंगा, have got enormous root to come and occupy your, as Shashi ji mentioned, your inside world. मन, बुद्धि, चित्त और आगे जो भी है अहंकार, correct? Of course, and we got to change that, and that's the principle of this healing course, correct? That's what is the one. So important point and the most important benefit, उससे पहले ये हमें भी, जिस तरह हमारे शरीर में या फिजिकल में रोज मैल जमा हो जाती है और हमें डेली बाथ लेना पड़ता है, राइट, नहाना पड़ता है ताकि वो शरीर का हाइजीन मेंटेन करने के लिए, इसी तरह मेंटल हाइजीन भी मेंटेन करने के लिए we need to have a process through which, or a bathing process, mental bathing process, which needs to be done. You can call it healing energy, or you can call it whatever, miracle, or whichever transforming way. अगर ये, इसका सबसे बड़ा फायदा यही है कि आप दूसरे को हील करने चले हैं, which is like a पवित्र भावना, right? बट सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है कि उससे पहले आप अपने आप को हील कर रहे हैं। अरे आप जब तक नेगेटिव एनर्जी से बाहर नहीं होंगे तभी तो वो जाएगा आपसे पूरा पॉजिटिव, वरना आप ही डिवाइन एनर्जी को एब्जॉर्ब करके वहीं सत्यानाश कर दोगे, करेक्ट? तो आप पहले अपने आप को हील कर रहे हो, तो आप परोपकार की भावना से आगे बढ़ रहे हो, लेकिन आपका स्वार्थ हिट हो रहा है इनडायरेक्टली, but that's not the major benefit, so you are fine. So the point is, like Amit ji mentioned, Shashi ji mentioned, that we are guys who have been going through this course. Now, it doesn't mean that we are backbenchers or we have been failing in the earlier courses, but we are becoming addicted to it. So, क्योंकि हमारी बैटरी जैसे हमें चार्ज या रिचार्ज करनी पड़ती है, यही पॉइंट है। तो ये हमारे लिए जानना और ये प्रोसेस जानना बहुत जरूरी है। Heal ourselves first and then heal others. I think that's another mantra which I learned, and it can heal you in all the three dimensions: health, wealth, and relationship. And last but not the least, as you may have figured out, I'm a bit of Amit ji mentioned, I'm a corporate guy. I'm a bit of a logical guy as well, right? So nothing, all these things or all these promises can be done by anybody. But the point is, ये जब बहस चलती है तो उसमें एक लॉजिक या उसमें एक फ्रेमवर्क या उसमें एक पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट, मतलब आपको इम्प्रेस करना चाहिए, the logic has to prevail. And ultimately, if I were to boil it down, it has got to do first with awareness कि ऐसा क्यों हुआ, इसको हम कैसे बचा सकते थे, like a 360-degree view in the corporate world, as they proudly call it, right? Give me a 360-degree perspective of it. And finally, identifying the root cause, which is a root cause analysis. So without taking much of those time, this course or Vedanta course or healing course allows you to get to that kind of level, right? Which not only increases your awareness, but addresses and helps you to identify the root cause and also make sure that those root cause are addressed and resolved. Jad samet ukhad ke fenkta hai, in other words. So I will stop here. I think I have illustrated a lot of examples, but feel free to ask me any questions. Thank you. And may I wish you all a very good journey in this path.
Thank you, Sanjay. Wonderful, wonderful sharing. Very powerful.
And this has come from an IM graduate. Sanjay ji is an IM graduate. This is inspiration for all of us, maybe even outside this current Zoom, session. People who are very highly educated and logical. If people can derive benefit out of it, the others can also. If they're not, then probably they're missing out on something amazing in life.
Sure.
Great, Sanjay. And great, Amit. All right, good.
आप मेरे बैचमेट हो, मतलब मेरे सीनियर हो, बट आप तो मेरे बैचमेट निकले.
Okay. All right, good. So we have been all learning from each other and pulling each other up during the program. So kabhi koi down hota hai, kabhi koi down hota hai. So these are part and parcel of life. So you will always, this group is always there to, of course, the healing And one more thing is that all the participants here are, you know, when you're there for the 16 sessions, so you get a lot of direct and indirect healing from me also, right? As a healer. So all the participants in this group have experienced that healing energy is coming to them. So that itself is a huge plus, because that will keep you bouncing up into your life for the entire 16 weeks, and that's a good you can say, you know, practice to live life powerfully. Okay, good. So I think we have shared our experiences. So any questions from anyone else? Yes, Santoshi has raised his hand, so he has a question. Yes, go ahead, Santoshi.
Usually what I have seen is like जो भी meditation होता है, yoga होता है या vipassana होता है या art of living होता है, that is been conducted in a single place so that there is no kind of disturbance or there is no outside interference. Okay, लेकिन as we are staying at our homes or maybe we will be traveling from one place to another and there will be no consistency and we might actually miss some sessions also. So, will it be worthy to take up on online? I'm not exactly sure about that.
Okay.
Because we
Okay,
might
very
be
good question. Very good question, Santoshi.
Can I
So
attempt?
this also answers raises the issue of when I said, you know, people say कि time नहीं है. Meditation के लिए जगह पे बैठना है और 1 घंटा निकालना है, वरना meditation नहीं होगा ना. Similarly, if you want to do a yoga, you have to go to a park or maybe find a place in your home where you are not disturbed. Then you should have a yoga mat, and then you should have the expertise to do the asanas yourself or with someone else. So you again need 1 hour's time, right? And what I said, told you is that, you know, when you're doing Vedic healing, I'm talking about Vedic healing specifically, healing modality, you don't need any extra time. Why do I say that? I'm doing with healing modalities. I can practice healing modalities when I'm in the metro, when I'm traveling in the metro, when I'm traveling in flight, when I'm traveling in train. These are the kind of modalities. How many of you have done that? Gunjan ji, Amit ji, Sanjay. I think all of you have done that when you're traveling, है ना? तो आप travel करते समय healing कर सकते हो. आपको meditation में healing नहीं करनी है. You don't have to bypass your conscious mind and be in a meditative state to do the healing. You can do that also if you have the time. But if you are traveling, you are in between 20 people, you can still do the healing modalities without getting disturbed or without disturbing others or without looking like an odd man out. Okay, as long as you are thinking, you can do the chanting in your mind. That will help you.
सर संतोष जी के लिए मैं बोलना चाहूंगी. मैं
let me first answer him. Okay, so time constraint कभी भी नहीं होगा. आप घूमते फिरते हुए healing कर सकते हो, जागते हुए healing कर सकते हो, सोते हुए healing कर सकते हो. I just showed you a slide where Om, where you are, the 3 symbols A, U, are denoting what? Waking state, sleep state, and deep sleep state, right? Dream state. तो dream state और waking state में आप अपनी healing कर रहे हो. There are modalities where you are doing that. So if you are sleeping for 6 hours, you will be doing healing for these 6 hours. There are ways how you can do that. So Santoshi, that should not be a criteria. ठीक है? आप सोते समय meditation नहीं कर सकते, लेकिन सोते समय healing कर सकते हो. सोते समय योगा नहीं कर सकते, लेकिन सोते समय healing कर सकते हो. ये तरीके आपको सिखा दिए जाएंगे. Right? So I hope I have answered your question. Yes, now over to Gunjan ji. Gunjan, you wanted to share something?
सर मैं तो मैंने यही कहना था कि मैं तो चलते फिरते ही चैंटिंग करती हूँ. Like I am on a Zoom session, I'm chanting inside.
So whenever you are thinking, whenever you are awake, whenever you are sleeping, you will have the techniques to heal yourself. That's all I can say right now. ठीक है? तो जो आपको अच्छा लगता है उस समय वो practice करो.
Yes, sir.
And you will be healing 20. You can actually heal 24 hours.
And all thanks to Amit also. He told me how to, heal myself while sleeping as well.
Good. Very good.
So, yes. Thank you, Amit.
Because your subconscious mind is on 24 hours.
Yes.
As long as you're healing your subconscious mind, you are healing yourself 24 hours.
Yes.
And there will be techniques where you can heal yourself consciously, subconsciously, unconsciously. Even your past lives you can heal. Correct? So all these are modalities where you can do very well. And of course, if you get time, you should take out time. That doesn't mean you don't have to take out time. It is suggested that you take out at least 1 hour time every day. But that is not something like mandatory. उसके बिना नहीं होगा. ऐसा नहीं है. वो कर लो, अच्छा है. वो नहीं कर सकते हो, तो भी आप अपने आप को 24 घंटे हील कर सकते हो. That is the beauty of this program. All right. So I hope I have answered you there. Yes. Anyone else who has any kind of question? Anyone else who has any kind of question?
Not a question, but I want to. I got a cue from what Sanjay ji was speaking about. Why do we repeat? We are not backbenchers. ऐसा नहीं है that we did not understand it in the first time, but every time when we redo this course, there is something new opens up. Maybe the earlier wisdom was not so clear, but it gets more clear this time, or it works as a reminder. That's why we repeat, and I think I will repeat this time as well.
Welcome, Amiji. I thought that for you it goes without saying. I don't even have to ask you because you are straight away the first participant to log in any of the program. Okay, great, wonderful. Let's acknowledge Amiji and Sanjay and Gunjan for their sharings, and Santoshi for asking any question. Anyone else who has any kind of question, please ask. Any doubts? Otherwise I will generally take up the kind of queries that people have for healing. Yeah, so I can answer that. किसी भी तरीके के कोई डाउट हो, कोई क्वेश्चन हो हीलिंग के बारे में, इस प्रोग्राम के बारे में, तो आप पूछ सकते हैं. And let me also give you the logistics behind it. So most likely next week we are going to have another orientation. That's what I think, because समझिए बहुत सारे लोग आए नहीं है ना, तो अगले हफ्ते भी हम एक और orientation कर लेंगे. And meanwhile we will get some more time to mobilize the guests who are interested. And then first week of March, anyway it will be on a Saturday. So first week of March जो भी Saturday आएगा after 25th, so it could be first or second, whatever. So we will start the program on in the first week of March. First 7, there will be a 15 sessions program. First 7 sessions will be on Vedic healing, and the next 7 sessions will be on Vedanta wisdom. And then 15th is a QA session, open house session. And after that, we again have an orientation like we have having this one. So 15 sessions are dedicated to Vedic healing and Vedanta wisdom. 1.5 hour session every Saturday. It will be from 11 a.m. to 12:30. And we will have a separate group for all the people who are registered and doing the program. And of course, that is a paid program. So it will be a separate group, not the Wednesday group. And that is how we will be conducting these programs. So every Saturday, 11 to 12:30 will be the scheduled time for the programs. Graduates will also be there, and fresh people will also be there. And we will be doing this program. Now, coming to the course fees. So the course fees, which was you can say we had frozen in the last program. That is, program fees is 7,777, which is for the people who are doing the program for the first time. That means the new people who are joining in. And for those who have completed the program, who are graduates and who want to revisit the program again, for them it is 50% off. So you will be paying half of that, right? So that is how the program fees is, and that is about the schedulings. Okay. Now, having seen the program and having seen the benefits, and you have seen the experiences of the people, if there are any kind of questions, you can contact me one-to-one. If you need anything that you may not be available for one particular session, so how do we go about it? So there will be recordings of this session, which I will be uploading on the YouTube, and it will be open for 1 week. So if you miss out a session, you will get the recording for that in the group. It will be, the video will be open for 1 week. So you will go through that, make your own notes, prepare it, study it, again, listen, study, and apply. That is how the method is, right? So Shravan, Manan, Nididhyasana. That you will do for 1 week, and after the next week, the recording will be closed. So it will not be open for unlimited time. It will be open for a week's time. So if you are missing out a 1 session or so, it is not a problem. You will get the recordings for that. Okay. So that I think will is the and of course you will have one-to-one conversation with me whenever it is possible, whenever it is required. You can call me, and that is how we will be going ahead with the program, right? Yes. So any other question that you have regarding the logistics? If somebody wants to ask any question on the logistics, please go ahead. Any concern you have about your participation in the program, then you can ask that. Because many times people have told me, like I'm Reiki 1, I'm Reiki 2, I've done this pranic healing, I've done this art of living, I've done this. In fact, I've done every program that you can think of, right? So, and finally I've zeroed in on this is the only thing that I want to do for the rest of my life. So why was that? So let me just share with you that. See, I've been practicing Reiki for more than 15-20 years before that, before I came to Vedic healing, right? So it's not that it is something bad or it's something wrong, or no, it's absolutely perfect. But when I came to know about the Vedic healing, that is when my healings became more magical and spontaneous. My connection with the divine was actually absolutely at a, you can say the purest level. That is what I realized for myself. And the kind of healings that I was doing for others, whether it is distance healing or touch healing, it opened up new dimensions for me. And my own spiritual journey went up few notches. Every day I could feel that. So that was the kind of magic I experienced in my life. And that is when I said, okay, this is it. Right. So I will not compare it, but just to give you an example, अगर आपको गंगा जल लेना है तो आप कहाँ से ले सकते हो? बनारस से ले सकते हो, हरिद्वार से ले सकते हो, ऋषिकेश से ले सकते हो, उत्तरकाशी से ले सकते हो, गंगोत्री से ले सकते हो, गौमुख से ले सकते हो. गंगा जल तो गंगा जल ही है. So which one would you prefer? अब ये सिर्फ चॉइस है ना, प्रेफरेंस की बात है ना. अगर आप गंगोत्री जाके गौमुख जाके वहां से गंगा जल लाना चाहते हो, दैट विल बी द ग्रेटेस्ट, राइट? सबसे ज्यादा मजा तो वहीं आएगा. जबकि ऋषिकेश और हरिद्वार के गंगा जल में भी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, गंगा जल ही है. So that is how I will compare the different kind of modalities of healing that I have done. I will not compare कौन सा कहाँ है, मैं नहीं बोल रहा. मैं सिर्फ इतना बोल रहा हूँ कि वैदिक हीलिंग और वेदांता विजडम जो है ये गंगोत्री है, ये मेरे लिए गौमुख है. So having gone there, I will always like to go there and do the healing part, right? The highest level of wisdom and the highest level of Vedic healing which I can do. And of course, technically also I know that Om vibration is the highest vibration of the universe. So when I'm doing the healing with that vibration, I know I am doing the best. उसके ऊपर और कोई vibration है ही नहीं. That is what my understanding of the Vedic healing was. Correct? So not to say that other modalities are not good or anything, but only thing is, yes, if I want Gangajal, I will go to Gangotri and Gamu. So that is my idea of Vedic healing and Vedanta wisdom. I hope the message is clear. Not to downgrade anything, because I myself have been doing Reiki healing for the last 15-20 years. For the first 15-20 years, I've been doing that. So there is nothing wrong in it. Perfectly fine. अपनी calling है, but then having got to know the highest vibration, I will prefer to teach that and preach that, learn that and teach that. So that is what my way of life is, right? So I hope I'm clear. Okay, so with this we come approaching the end of the session. Anyone who has any kind of question, anything that you want to share or ask question, please go ahead.
Myself, like a Reiki healer or a Vedic healer?
We are all, you have done Reiki before? No. You're doing the Vedic healing, no?
Vedic healing.
हाँ.
Vedic.
आप जो भी कर रहे हो सब ओम के सिंबल पे है ना?
जी. So Vedic healing.
ओम सिंबल पे जो है वो वैदिक हीलिंग है.
Because
रेकी
people.
के सिंबल्स अलग हैं. रेकी के सिंबल्स अलग हैं. वो मैंने सिखाया ही नहीं है. मैं आजकल नहीं सिखा रहा हूँ.
जी.
पहले सिखाता था, अब नहीं सिखाता. अब मैं सिर्फ वैदिक हीलिंग ही सिखा रहा हूँ.
So I don't know how to introduce myself.
Yeah, spiritual healer. You are a spiritual healer and you are doing Vedic healing. That's it.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So that is how you are.
Okay.
Great. Yes. Anyone else who has any kind of question or any doubts? No questions. So all of you are very adaptable kind of, huh? सब जल्दी से मान लिया. पिछली बार के ग्रुप में काफी लोग थे जो they wanted to ask a lot of questions, huh? Not getting clarity. So this time I think it has been more clear. Smooth flow.
How did you actually feel when you first time you felt that you have an interaction with the divine? I mean, आप वो healing करते समय आप पहली बार अगर divine के साथ interact करोगे, आप बोलेगे कि I got an interaction with a kind of divine or something. So how did you actually feel at that moment of time?
See, every experience will be unique for everyone. If you ask me, my unique experience was that it was like waking me up. I was sleepwalking in my life. Suddenly I woke up. That is how I relate to the divinity. Suddenly the divine in me woke me up. That is what I would say. Suddenly I realized this is not the kind of life I want to live. There is something there, something else in store for me. कुछ और है, वो क्या है? So that actually was overnight, actually, I would say. So instead of my late night parties, It just stopped one fine day. I just stopped it and simply got up in the morning at 5 o'clock and went to the yoga park. That's it. So that was the end of all my late night parties. So it was more like an awakening for me. It's like divine calling me, wake up. You have been sleeping long enough. That was the kind of dialogue I had with myself. And then the whole life changed. So it may not be exactly the same for you. Don't wait for the divine to come and wake you up. Huh? The divine can wake you up in different ways. Maybe you are in this program. That is a wake up call for you. Right? So not everybody will have the same situation. For some people, it is a gradual awakening. For some people, it is an abrupt awakening. It's like waking up from a dream. For some people, it could be something, a death-like experience. Accident हुआ, hospital में है, वहाँ पे हुआ. Huh? And Gunjan ji can vouch for that. She had a nearly death-like experience, and after that, her whole life changed. So different people will have different experiences. Divine has different ways how to wake you up. So my only suggestion is, consider this as one of those incidences in your life when you are getting a wake-up call from the divine. So don't consider this as a routine thing. Look into your life, and every soul will always have few moments where the divine is going to wake you up. The divine is going to bring you to a point, and then there is a turn which is going to change your life. So this could be possibly a turn which could change your life. So consider this as that, given importance, and take a decision. At the critical moment when you take a decision, your life takes a turn. How many of us have seen that? There are many critical moments in your life when you take the right decision and you create a new destiny. So this could be one of those. So look into your life and see what is in its store for you. 15 sessions, 1.5 hours every week. That is what you have to give. And of course, energy exchange of 7777. And then what you get out of that in this program is maybe your whole life. Maybe a journey which is going to transform your lifetimes after this. So look at that as an opportunity. Correct? Okay, Santoshi, I hope I have answered your question. Yes. Anyone else who has any kind of question? Okay, let's have some takeaways. क्या session से लेके जा रहे हैं बाहर? It's already nearing the session ending. 2 minute रह गए हैं. So let's ask the guests.
करके बिलीव करके प्रोग्राम कर लो बस. मेरा तो इसकी टेक अवे है. आप फोकस रखो. घोड़े के यहाँ पर वो 2 लगे होते हैं ना सर, जो ऐसे, वहां फोकस रखो और चुपचाप ये कर लो बस, अगर ठीक खुश रहना है जिंदगी में. बस दैट इज द टेक अवे.
So Gunjanji is always do this kind of a thing. So,
yes, believe in one thing, na. Don't divert your energy here and there and here and there. So focus.
Right. Good, very good, Gunjanji. Good instruction. So I know that you are in it, definitely. Amiji is in it, definitely. Sanjay, of course, will be in. And there are many other people who are in the program, and they would be coming possibly in the next week, right? And so let me ask some guests, what are they taking away from the session? So Santoshi, you are the most vocal today. So let me ask you, what are you taking away from the session today? One line.
Do it and transform your life.
Do it and transform your life. Very good, Santoshi.
And not only our life, but others' life too.
Absolutely great. Wonderful. So maybe there are many challenges that you're facing in your life. Maybe that is a wake-up call that God has given you. God has given you so many problems so that you could come here, talk to me, attend this session, and move your life. So great. So if you think that is the right answer for you, go ahead. Perfect. Okay, Jyoti ji, if you're there, if you want to just share what you're taking away from the session today, if you're there, just unmute and share one line so that I know you're there.
After attending this session, I have become very sure of doing it. I was doing Buddhism, but somehow after doing Buddhism, it was more of a ritual than, कि मैं कर तो रही थी, chantings करती थी, लेकिन मुझे ऐसा लगता था कि ये दिल से नहीं है. It is sort of a routine job which I have to do. So I was looking for an
आपकी आवाज थोड़ी सी कट रही है, but I got your message. शायद मेरा इंटरनेट थोड़ा सा वीक चल रहा है, शायद I'm not able to listen.
Not audible.
But that is fine. That is fine, Jyoti ji. We have got your answer. So welcome to the program. And just to give you information, maybe next week also we will have an orientation. So I will keep you informed when we are starting the program. Okay. Yeah, आपकी आवाज आ नहीं रही है. So I'm putting you on mute. आवाज नहीं आ रही है ज्योति जी. आवाज नहीं आ रही है आपकी. ज्योति जी आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है.
Her audio has gone into loop. वो loop में चला गया. I think we can mute her.
Okay, okay. So I will do one thing.
Sir, you can mute her.
नहीं हो रहा है. संजय
Sir,
को म्यूट कर दिया.
orientation to few of my friends so that they can, you know.
Yeah, sure. We will have this. This is for guests, so it will be in the public domain. So you can share this orientation with many of your friends so that they can attend the program. They can contact me, register in the program, or maybe they can even attend the orientation next week. If we have sufficient people for the guests as guests in the next week, we will have an orientation again. Yeah. And with the 2 orientations, we will be able to fill the batch for the first week of March, and then we start.
So,
I think that will be the right approach.
Ladies, we have to convince them.
Nobody needs to be convinced. If there is a soul calling, they will join.
Okay, okay, sir.
Just share, go outrageously share this with people. If they have the awakening, it's like divine talking to them. If they wake up, they will join. Simple. ठीक है ना? कोई marketing नहीं करनी है. This is just like we are sharing our life.
So I'll send my mom as well.
Yeah, sure. You can send it to anybody and everybody.
Okay.
Whether they do the program or not, they will get a wake-up call. Then it is up to them whether they want to pursue it or not. That's perfectly fine. Right?
Thank you. Yes.
All right, great. So let me go to someone else. So Uday Chandji, if you are comfortable, you can want to share one line. What are you taking away from the session today?
Sir, I'm still traveling. I'm in car. So I'm just getting it and I'll come back to you after.
Okay, no problem. What was your experience today? How you have listened to the program?
It was nice. You can say it is just a kind of wake-up call. And I'm already doing something and I'm following a lot of things. But basic thing, my base is Srimad Bhagavad Gita.
Perfect. And that reminds me, Amitji, we were talking of Wednesday sessions. We were talking of doing some new programs, right? So I was thinking of what Leslie has suggested, learnings from Bhagavad Gita as the next topic. So I'll discuss that with you in detail. Yeah. Just a bit topic aaya, so I thought,
I'm playing the flute also as per my choice. I'm playing flute, I'm learning flute, and I'm living flute.
Perfect. Udaychandji, be on your pursuit.
Sir,
be on your spiritual journey. And if your calling is to join any of these programs, welcome. Right?
Oh, yes, sir.
Gunjanji, go ahead. You wanted to share something?
Karna, sir, please.
Huh?
अष्टवक्र गीता का भी आप करना प्लीज.
नहीं, अष्टवक्र नहीं कर सकते, वो वेदांता में कर सकते हैं. वहाँ पे नॉर्मल भगवत गीता के जो 18 अध्याय हैं उनकी लर्निंग्स पे 18 सेशंस करेंगे. That is what the thought has come to me right now. I'll discuss that with Amitji and Sanjeev, and then we will freeze it.
I think nothing is different in Ashtavakra Gita and Bhagavad Gita.
That's fine, sir. I know that. That's perfect. For general domain, I will keep that as Bhagavad Gita only. Huh?
Of course.
Got it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Umaji, if you're there, if you want to share something, what are you taking away from the session today? And I have a feeling that Uma's iPhone is Shivani there. I'm not sure. So, Umaji, if you're there, you want to share something? No, she's not there. Okay, Surendra Kalra ji and Rajat ji, anything that you would like to share? क्या लेके जा रहे हैं program से?
मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है.
एक सेकंड संतोषी, let me first take it from someone else. Rajat ji, traveling, network issue. Heal ours and heal others. Okay, fine, Rajat ji, got your message. Thank you. Surendra ji, anything that you would like to share?
Yeah, good afternoon now, and thank you for a lovely session. Well, I am connected on this journey with soul healing, which is done by Dr. Master Shah. I am also connected to another program called My Prayer for You. And most of it, what is covered by you, is also covered by them. I had a lovely session, and I'll connect with you, sir.
Thank you.
All the best.
Be
Thanks
on
a
your
lot.
spiritual journey, be on your
Yeah.
pursuit, and whatever calls you, follow that.
Right.
Follow your
Thanks a
soul
lot.
follow.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you,
All
Kalra,
right,
for
great.
joining.
Thank you, Amit. I think it was wonderful seeing you in the morning today.
Yeah,
God bless
years
you.
we met, though we are neighbors, but we've met many years back. So time to catch up.
Quite right.
Yes, Gunjan ji, you wanted to share something? So thank you for Surinder ji, and thank you Rajat ji. Yes, Gunjan ji, go ahead.
नहीं सर, कुछ भी नहीं है। शेयर मेरी शेयरिंग तो फिर बहुत लंबी हो जाती है।
नहीं, आप कुछ बोलने वाले थे ना, मैंने आपको रोक दिया था।
नहीं, मेरे को यही करना था कि सर ये अष्टावक्र गीता का भी आप नेक्स्ट करना प्लीज।
हाँ, वो देख लेंगे, वो बात हो रही है, देखते हैं क्या करें, ठीक है?
जी।
Okay, so with this,
actually,
we have
my
6
question-
minutes over time, so I will stop the session now. Thank you very much for your participation, and I hope, as I promised, that all the participants have gone back with a lot of value, right? So thank you for your participation. Enjoy a great day, enjoy a great life, and we meet again. Till then, Brahmasmi.
Brahmasmi.
Shashi ji, एक minute.
Thank you. Take care.
Hello.
Bye bye. Yes, Sanjay. Welcome.
Shashi ji, hello. Hello.
Yes, you have a question?
Yeah. मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है before we cut off this Zoom call. Okay. मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है कि see, I was actually going through some spiritual videos. Not exactly वो कौन सा चैनल है, I don't remember.
नहीं, दोबारा बोलिए, क्लियरली बोलिए, आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है क्लियर।
What I am saying is, I was actually going through some spiritual videos. I don't remember exactly which channel is that over the YouTube, and I was even reading some articles. Okay. So उन्होंने बोला है कि अगर see, doing the spiritual thing is actually good, but if it's done in a wrong way, या फिर जो शिष्य है उन्होंने गलत वे में उसको एक्वायर किया है, and if they are sending some kind of healing, then that might bring a negative impact on the other person. So ऐसे भी कुछ चीज होता है क्या? I am not sure. Just strike my mind.
That is why I said, that is when, if you see the session, I told Gunjan ji, connect with the divine, and the divine will heal the other person. Okay. But if you're not connecting with the divine, and if you say Santosh, I'm Santosh and I'm going to heal you, then it will be a problem.
Okay.
Then your ego is healing them, and ego is negative. So आप negative energy भेज सकते हो उनकी तरफ.
Okay.
So connecting with the divine and sending the divine energy is the right way of healing, and that is what we are teaching here. Okay. Yeah. So that is the answer for you.
Yes. Thank you.
Right. Okay. So thank you very much. Enjoy. Take care. Bye bye. Brahmasmi.